guys, welcome back to the Watch Addiction channel or Watch Addiction watch reviews. Today we're taking a look at a piece from Armand Nicolet. Now this brand is from Tremolon. They've been around for quite a long time if you've read the written article on my blog, watchaddiction.com. Today we're taking a look at the JS9 automatic diver. It's a brand new diver released by them. I just want to show you the quick packaging. You get a really nice booklet with all the operating instructions in all different languages. It's a pretty nice little book here. And the box is actually really nice. You have a leather box here with some white stitching, Armand Nicolet Tremolon. And then as you can see, you can get a nice little emblem here, which is pretty cool. And then you open this up, and the watch is inside. You get a hang tag, you know, all the goodies, nice little polishing cloth. Very nice leather box. It's a really nice packaging. But let's get this out of the box and let's take a closer look at this watch. So here is the Armand Nicolet in the flesh, as you can see. It's quite a nice looking watch. It's obviously a dive watch or a sport watch. This is the black dial variation. It does come in, you know, a few different variations, rubber straps, different colored dials, and even a blue version I saw, which is pretty cool. But let's start off with some basic specifications here so you can get to know the piece a little bit better. We are looking at a 44mm case diameter. So it's quite a large watch, not extremely large, but definitely larger than your average 40mm, you know, standard dive watch like a Submariner or something like that. In terms of the thickness, we are looking at 13mm thick here. So really all not that thick for, you know, a watch containing the movement it does have. Now in terms of the lug to lug distance, we are looking at 52mm. Well, really not that bad for a 44mm case. In terms of the lug width, we are looking at 24mm. We do get a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, a ceramic bezel insert, which is quite bold and nice and very easy to read. We get a screw-down rubberized crown. I'll get a little bit more into that. We also do get Super Luminova, which glows green on the hands, all the applied markers. And the case itself is comprised of 316L stainless steel all around. It's for the most part brushed, as you can see, including the bracelet. But we do get these nice polished chamfered edges here, as you can see right there. And that goes all the way around, even to the caseback, which is a nice little touch there. And I think that looks pretty cool. Now, inside of this watch is the ETA 2846. It's an automatic movement by the Etta Group. Now, Armand Nicolet does dub this movement the caliber AN 2846-9, but it's essentially an ETA 2846 automatic movement. It has about a 48-hour power reserve, which is pretty good. It does beat at a lower rate than something like your 2824, as you can see. So that's one thing you might not like, but doesn't really mind me. It kind of, you know, can't really tell by the eye really that much. Now, this case design is very interesting, I found, because first of all, I've never seen really a case design like this. We have these nice brushed sides here, as you can see. A pretty decently cut case. Everything is brushed. Now we have this nice design here where these lugs kind of, you know, come downward, and they kind of look like claws, I would say, if you're looking at it from up top. It's a pretty cool design, and you know, it's just something different. A lot of brands kind of make watches that look like Submariners and stuff like that. I think it's nice to have something different. As you can see, this nice lug design here. We do have integrated crown guards here, which are quite large and will protect that crown. Now, a cool thing that they did to the crown, they actually put a rubber piece over the crown, which allows for, you know, a more sporty, durable feel. Also, a lot better grip on the crown. This crown is really easy to grip. As you can see, it's just really easy to grip, unscrew, and screw back in. It's just really easy. The crown is also signed with the Armand Nicolet logo, which is done in a matte finish, as you can see there. The sapphire crystal is slightly domed, if you can tell, which gives a nice little look. Now, getting to the dial, we have this matte black dial with slight grainy texture, I would say, if you can really see that. Very slight, though. This case is 300 meters water resistant, if I didn't mention. But anyway, the dial, we have these double applied markers, and these markers are going horizontally around instead, you know, of the normal opposite way they would be, which I think is a nice little design cue there. I really do like that. It looks different. It stands apart from other watches in this price point. Now, if you're looking for, you know, another watch in this price point, of $1,700, you're probably going to be looking at something like an Oris Aquis, or maybe a Mito diver, a Raymond Wheel diver, all around that under 2,000 US dollars price point. So this definitely has some good space, I would say, and it definitely does stand out in terms of design above some other companies, I would say. It's very unique, and I think all around it came out pretty good. Now jumping to the case back, it is screwed down, of course. We do have 300 meters of water resistance, so we do need that screw down crown and case back. A nice little fish design, which is very detailed, I would say. I think it just looks really cool. As you can see there, you get some specifications as well. Swiss made stainless steel, 1,000 feet, sapphire crystal. You can see these solid end links right over here. Now let's get to the bracelet. Then I'll show you guys the bezel action. The bracelet is really nice, I must say, but you must remember this is using double-sided screws. So you will need two screwdrivers going at the same time, opposite motions, to remove a link. So there's a bar in between here. But the bracelet is really nice. You do get that Swiss feeling here. You do get articulating links, as you can see. Everything is really nice. And something you won't see on something like a microband or something. Just a really comfortable bracelet, and it definitely helps. Nice brushed finish all around. Show you the other side of the bracelet. And it's actually very easy to take this bracelet off and put it back in. It fits near perfectly in. And there is some nice space there to fit your spring bar tool in there to remove the strap, which I've done a couple times already. And it's really quite easy. Now looking at this clasp here, first of all, let me close it. So we get a seamless clasp here with a signed safety Armand Nicolet here, a little polished edge here. And then you get two buttons. It opens up. It's kind of like a butterfly clasp, or it is a butterfly clasp, I should say. Some nice perlage work on the inner part of the bracelet. I think it looks very nice. All these little extra details for this price point I think is needed. Pretty solid clasp though, I must say. It's very secure. I've seen some butterflies that are just really cheap and not secure, but this one is tough. It's going to get the job done. It's going to stay on your wrist. Nice solid clicks. And it looks very seamless, nice, and yeah, no problem with that there. For my 6.5-inch wrist, I removed, I believe, two links, and then I removed the half link that the watch came with, so I got a pretty decent fit there. Now the ceramic bezel is 120 clicks, and it is quite nice, I must say. Nice clicks. Oh, slight back play, I would say, not really anything noticeable. And everything does line up to the 12 o'clock position there, which is good to see. Now we get paddle style hands as well as this long pointed arrow second sweeping hand, a date aperture at 3 o'clock with a white background with black numerals. Now the movement inside is very easy to operate. Most of you guys probably know this already. First position is self-winding, which is always pretty smooth on most ETA movements. Your second position is your quick set date. And then your final position is your hacking position. I really feel the hands and the markers and the style of the numerals on the bezel, they all kind of flow together aesthetically, and it's quite pleasing. Everything looks in place. I do like that. Now some might not see this watch as like a true diving watch. I mean, we don't get a diver's extension or a diver's clasp even, I would say, or no micro adjustments or anything like that. I would say this is a diving watch if you wanted it to be, but nowadays most people don't really use watches for diving. Most people buying diving watches are not really going diving with them, which I've seen a lot, and people say it all the time. But honestly, if you want to take this thing diving, you're okay to go diving. It has a 300 water resistance rating, so you're good on that end. It has a screw down crown, screw down case back, has a 60-minute bezel here, which is easy to operate. You can easily time up to 60 minutes on your dive if you wanted to. But it also can be used as sort of like a, an everyday 9-to-5 desk diver watch or something like that. Definitely fits that persona, I would say. But anyway, with all that said, I want to show you guys the lume shot. I know most of you guys love lume, so let's get into a lume shot now. As you can see, all of the applied markers are lit up, as well as the hands. The triangle at 12 o'clock is not lit up, which is something you might not like or might like. Personally, it doesn't really matter to me. But at night, if you want to time something and you're trying to use the loom, you're not really going to be able to do that. Now here is the watch on my 6.5-inch wrist, which is quite a little more swollen, I would say, because it's quite hot out today. But as you can see, it fits the wrist. These lugs kind of depart downwards, as you can see. It rides quite low on the wrist, so if you wanted to slip this under, if you're wearing a suit on a cuff, you can definitely slip this under, which I was saying, you can wear this as a kind of a dressy diver, or you can use it for diving if you want to. The bracelet is definitely comfortable though. As you can see, I got that clasp to sit directly in the center of my wrist. So you can see that nice little signed safety there, Armand Nicolet. And all around, it's a comfortable watch, an everyday watch, I would say. It's a good looking watch. It's a nice sized watch if you want something bigger than 40 millimeters or 42 millimeters. It doesn't really wear like a true 44, I would say. Wears more like a 43, I would say, due to those lugs kind of coming downwards and kind of grasping onto your wrist there. So this is the Armand Nicolet JS9 diver. You can check it out. You can read the article on watchaddiction.com. You can also check out their website. I left a link in the description below if you want to check it out. And all in all, guys, I think for the money, this is a good watch and a good one to add to the competing section, of watches like Oris Aquises and, Mito divers, and, even watches like, Certina divers can get a little more expensive, and a whole bunch of different divers, even some Seiko divers around $2,000. So there's a whole bunch of watches at this price point to choose from, but I think this is a good option if you're looking for something under $2,000. And that's pretty much going to be it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely subscribe, like, share with your friends. Let me know what you think of the Armand Nicolet JS9 diver in the comment section below. And I hope to see you guys soon. Take it easy. Bye.